Hi, boys and girls. So I'm just gonna go on in and help you guys out with some of your work here. So for the vocab, I just want you guys to recognize a couple keywords in the definitions. Here they're talking about a number line and they're describing it. And so I want you to think of the words that they gave us, which of these represents things on a line. And then here they're talking about ordered pairs. Now, a pair usually has to do with two things that go together. So which of these is the first and second number of an ordered pair? Okay, which of those terms? Here I want us to look at the points and state which of these points is at 5, 2. Remember, we go x first, then y. Okay, so that 5, you go to the x line first, okay, the x-axis, and then the 2, that's gonna be your y, and you look at the y afterwards. Here, the three vertices of a rectangle are located at 8, 5, 6, 5, and 6, 2. Graph the rectangle. Okay, so the first thing they want us to do is graph these 3 points. So 8, 5, then 6, 5, and then 6, 2. And remember, the key word here that they use to describe what we're doing is rectangle. Okay, so where do you think that next point is going to go? I want you to find out where that fourth vertex is, and you're going to put that in. And then I want you to give the perimeter. What is the perimeter of this rectangle once you graph it? What is the distance between the points? So I want you to find the distance between points 5, 3, and 5, 5. I'm just going to use the graph. It doesn't want you to do this on the graph, but I'm just going to use this graph as a reference point for you to see the points. So 5, 3, and then it has 5, 5 over here. So these two green points, what's the difference between them? And then over here for point A, here's another one that they're using. I'm going to use a different color for that as well. Again, I'm just using this graph as a way to show you guys what's happening in 4 and 5. The only thing you have to do on this graph is number 3, graphing that rectangle and finding that last point from the pink. Okay, so number 5, the coordinates 3, 4 and is A. And then point B is 2 units further from the y-axis. This is the y-axis, so it's further away by 2 points from point A. So which of these do you think it is? All right, let's shoot up to the top over here to number 6. Number 6, it wants to know which of these points, what the point 6, 3 can be represented, what it means. So this is Edgar's reading time. That's the title of this grid. On the x-axis, it talks about the days, and on the y-axis, it's talking about the hours. Okay, so what do you think 6, 3 would represent? Chelsea and Melissa are writing number patterns. So here it is for Chelsea, and I'm going to make a list for Melissa. Chelsea starts at 0, okay? And then she uses a rule, add 2, then multiply by 2. So let's see, 0 plus 2 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. So the next number in her pattern is 4. Then add 2, multiply by 2. 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. And I'll do one more. 12 plus 2 is 14. 14 times 2 is 28. Right? 12 plus 2 is 14. 14 times 2 is 28. Okay, so Melissa, she starts at 2, okay? And then her rule is just add 4 each time. So 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 plus 4 is 10. And 10 plus 4 is 14. So what they want you to do here is they want you to select all, okay, so that means there's more than one answer, of the ordered pairs in which the x coordinate represents the number in Chelsea's pattern. So Chelsea's is the x's, and then that means Melissa's is the y's. Okay, and remember what I said before, that we plot x, y, x first, y second. So which of these would suffice and work in that pattern? So we can see my first one is 0, 2. Looks like B is an option, for example, okay? A would not be an option because Chelsea does not start with 2. She starts with 0. Melissa starts with 2, okay? And that's what they want. So look at to see what other options there are here. Now for here, it looks like for every tablespoon of butter, okay, Sasha uses 3 tablespoons of flour. So 2 tablespoons, 3. 4 tablespoons, 6. Looks like they're counting by 2s here. They're adding 2. So I'm going to fill in the rest of that. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yep, and then after that will come 12. It looks like here they're adding by 3. Okay, 9, 12, and you can finish filling out that chart until the end, adding by 3 each time. Okay, then what I want to do is complete the table, okay, and then graph the ordered pairs. So once you make these points, you're going to start graphing them. If you notice, their butter is on the x line,